A Morning with Grandpa by Sylvia Liu. Illustrations by Christina Forche. Meimei watched Grandpa dance slowly among the flowers in the garden. He moved like a giant bird stalking through a marsh. His arms swayed like reeds in the wind. "What are you doing, Gong Gong?" asked Meimei. "I am practicing Tai Chi," said Gong Gong. "This form is called White Crane Spreading its Wings." "What is Tai Chi?" said Meimei. "Tai Chi is a martial art that sends good energy through your body. The energy is called Chi," explained Gong Gong. "Martial art?" said Meimei, bouncing up and down. "I can do karate. Hee-yah!" "Tai Chi isn't that kind of martial art," said Gong Gong. "I will teach you. This is pick up the needle from the sea bottom." In one smooth motion, Gong Gong stepped back, bent over, swept one arm low. He moved like seaweed brushing the ocean floor. "Now you try," said Gong Gong. Meimei stepped back like a young frog trying out new legs. She hopped and bopped and bumped into Grandpa. "How was that, Gong Gong?" asked Meimei. "Not quite right," Gong Gong replied. "Try to move more slowly and breathe in deeply. Then breathe out." "I am very good at breathing," said Meimei. "I can blow you down to the ground." "Let's try something else," said Gong Gong. "This is called cloud hands." Gong Gong stepped back from side to side and carefully moved his arms back and forth. He was a warm summer breeze gently blowing through the trees. Meimei was a frisky fall wind tumbling among the leaves. "Slow down," said Gong Gong. "Use your breath to move the energy around your body." "Energy moves around my body all by itself," said Meimei. Meimei twirled like a helicopter seed flying down from a maple tree. "Very nice, Meimei," said Gong Gong. "Now let's try play the lute." Gong Gong rocked backward, then forward. One arm went up while the other came down. He was a musician serenading the sunflowers. Meimei was a rock star, playing guitar for the daisies. Gong Gong conducted a quiet symphony. Meimei drummed the earth with hands and feet. "How am I doing, Gong Gong?" "Perfect, Meimei." "Now that I am really good at Tai Chi, it's my turn to teach you something new," said Meimei. "We learned how to do yoga in school." "Yoga? That's very hard, isn't it?" asked Gong Gong. "It's not hard, Gong Gong. Yoga makes you strong," said Meimei, flexing her muscles. "Just copy me," said Meimei. "Let's do downward dog. Woof, woof." Meimei planted her hands and feet on the ground and shaped her body into an upside-down letter V. She stood like a guard dog, strong and steady. "I am not sure I can do that," said Gong Gong. "You can do it, Gong Gong. Give it a try," said Meimei. Gong Gong tried to bend into a V shape too. He wobbled like an old dog, creaky at the knees. "Now let's try the cat," said Meimei. Getting on her hands and knees, she arched her back like a kitten ready to play. "This looks easier. I will give it a try," said Gong Gong. On his hands and knees, Gong Gong hunched his back to the sky. "Meow!" He yowled like a startled cat. How about we try the mermaid? Meimei asked. She sat with one leg bent behind her and the other leg folded in front. One hand rested on her back foot, the other hand lifted to the sky. Meimei was a creature of the deep sea, guarding treasures. Are you sure it's not called the pretzel? Asked Gong Gong. That looks complicated. Try it, said Meimei. Gong Gong twisted his leg this way and that and almost fell over. He was a fish in the water trying to escape a dangling hook. I'm not made for the sea, said Gong Gong. Meimei helped her grandpa to his feet. Gong Gong, I know you can do yoga, said Meimei. Let me think. Oh, I know. Can you be a tree? A tree? I love trees, said Gong Gong. Me too, said Meimei. They're the best. Let's be trees. Meimei lifted her leg and stretched her arms like branches reaching high to the sky. Her tree wobbled and bent to one side. Grandpa slid his leg up and raised his branches too. His tree leaned the other way. Meimei and Gong Gong were two royal palms swaying in the wind. How did I do, Meimei? Perfect, Gong Gong. The end.